The thing in fighting, the hard part about in the combat sports world is once you start to make that kind of money and you want to say, well, it never changed me. It's impossible not to change. It's impossible to go from, where you were to where you are today financially. Floyd and I have known each other for a long time. And, when I first met Floyd, he lived in an apartment that Top Rank used to put a lot of their fighters in. Yeah. He lived in this apartment down on, I want to say it was off Flamingo. And, he just started to make some money. Yeah. So, I went over his house. He was showing me all the sweaters that he bought and all the things, Floyd's always been that guy. Yeah. He likes to shop and he likes to buy clothes. And, it started the minute he made his first dollar.
Right.
UFC CEO Dana White strongly criticized Floyd Mayweather for showing a fake image of his life on social media, pointing to recent untrue statements about owning a house and mentioning his unpaid debts as proof the UFC leader was questioned during an interview about his opinion on Floyd Mayweather presenting a false lifestyle online.
Security guards.
Do you think Floyd is definitely done?
No, I don't know if he's done. I mean, he could probably come back and he'll have a boxing match. I don't take away from what Floyd's accomplished in boxing, but he's stepping way over.
Dana White, who knows exactly how much Floyd Mayweather earned from his fight with Conor McGregor, said Floyd spends money carelessly and believes no sensible person would end up broke after making that much from boxing. He said Floyd has no control over his spending and follows a very unnecessary lifestyle. Dana questioned who would waste money like that and still not face financial trouble again and again.
McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, which ironically is a boxing event, but it's the biggest combat sports fight ever.
What did that gross?
It did 4.4 or 4.5 million buys at $100 a buy.
Yeah.
He then compared him with a few UFC fighters who never made even a small part of what Mayweather earned from boxing, but still managed their money wisely, lived simple lives, and built strong income through smart investments. He also stated that Floyd Mayweather is not a billionaire and said he has clear proof to support this claim.
Ring with somebody you know well, somebody you have worked with, obviously, Floyd Mayweather. I have been dying to hear your perspective, your thoughts, what you actually think about this YouTuber fighting maybe the greatest boxer of all time, Floyd Mayweather.
Listen, I understand these kids want to make some money and, they do what they got to do and say what they got to say to try to, get in there and make money.
Dana White said he does not fully know Floyd Mayweather's exact finances, but he is sure Floyd is not a billionaire and believes someone without that level of wealth should not spend so wildly. He added that a large part of Floyd's net worth goes into expensive jewelry, which he feels is pointless. To finish his argument, Dana mentioned an old interview where Floyd claimed he makes $300 million every month and called that statement a clear lie. He said only very naive people would trust such words and accused Floyd of constantly making false claims, which is why many stores in different cities reportedly call him out over unpaid debts.
Nate Diaz apparently wants $20 million to fight next. Is he going to see $20 million?
My boy.
Yeah.
Hey, I never say never.
In the comments, a fan supported Dana White by saying Floyd Mayweather is like a gambler who talks loudly about wins but hides losses and shows little respect for money. The fan added that Floyd keeps returning to fights mainly because he needs more income and mentioned that 50 Cent has spoken before about Floyd's poor money management. Another supporter agreed with White and said Floyd may have some good businesses, but they are likely balanced out by bad investments or careless spending, and insisted there is no way he earns $300 million every month.
Few that was able to capitalize on his fame, his personality, and everything else outside.
A third fan mocked Floyd Mayweather by saying he cannot even read and only cares about buying shiny things and betting both sides just so he can brag about winning while having no real understanding of his own money. The person added that he is obviously very rich but still clueless and joked that he cannot even count to 300 in the end. Another fan gave a more sensible opinion, saying Floyd could actually be a billionaire but most of his wealth is likely tied up in assets and not easy to use, and pointed out that putting around $300 million into real estate is not the best choice if someone wants quick cash available anytime.
Common, and when a guy like Floyd Mayweather starts putting it on you, it's not even going to be a fight. It's going to be ridiculous.
A strong example used to support Dana White's claims happened when Floyd Mayweather shared his tax payment online showing an $18 million check to the US government, which later created backlash because some people said the check looked fake due to missing details, while others felt Floyd was giving himself too much importance and showing narcissistic behavior. This discussion came shortly after he reportedly spent over $1 million on tickets for the Super Bowl and planned to take a large group of people by bus to watch the big game at Allegiant Stadium on Sunday afternoon.
YouTuber fighting maybe the greatest boxer of all time, Floyd Mayweather.
Listen, I understand these kids want to make some money and, You know, they do what they got to do and say what they got to say to try to, you know, get in there and make money. This is going to be such a one-sided, ridiculous ass whooping. It's not even going to be funny. It's going to be bad.
Floyd Mayweather was never planning to skip the Super Bowl, and even though World Boxing News said he was offered a VIP pass, he chose to bring a large group of guests instead, and paid a huge amount of money without asking for special favors. He explained that he does not beg or flatter anyone for luxury seats, and prefers to buy his own suites so he can invite whoever he wants and enjoy the event his own way. He said he felt lucky to take 34 people to see the first Super Bowl in Las Vegas, and revealed the total cost was about $1.1 million. It was also mentioned that it was unfortunate his hometown team Detroit Lions missed reaching the game by just one win.
And you look at what he has, his craft Irish whiskey, and I think he has a beard now. He goes from wearing sandals to have mink slippers. He goes from living in very meager house to living in an ivory tower. And he hadn't fought, I'm looking at it we last fought in January 2020. What do you expect when he steps back into the ring?
He's at a place in his life and in his career that, you know, he shows up every once in a while.
Floyd Mayweather added that just before spending around $1 million on Super Bowl arrangements, he had already paid $18 million to the IRS in taxes while being retired, and said this shows how much more he must have paid when he was still actively fighting. Since leaving boxing in 2015, he has reportedly earned over $500 million from the sport, and also owns a luxury club in Las Vegas along with other property investments. He shared these details to shut down rumors that he is broke or close to financial trouble. However, outspoken rapper turned businessman 50 Cent still believes Floyd may be running out of money or dealing with serious tax issues.
But look at Canelo. Canelo is still the man.
Yes.
You know?
He's been for a long, long time.
And he jumps in there and he does it and he goes to work, and it's hard to stay at that level for a very long time. And Canelo's another guy. I mean, what's this guy clipping 40 mil a fight?
Easy.
Something like that. You know what I mean? Not including what he's making outside of the ring. So, a very unique few can do it.
Some people think the rapper's comments may come from his ongoing feud with Floyd Mayweather, but unusual things are happening around the fighter right now. The retired boxer was reported by Forbes to have a net worth of about $700 million at the start of the year and earned over $200 million from his 2015 fight with Manny Pacquiao. Could it be that Floyd's cash flow is slowing down? It seems unlikely, but appearances can be deceiving. His decision to fight UFC star Conor McGregor made perfect business sense, yet his recent press conference announcing a New Year's Eve fight against 20-year-old Japanese kickboxing star Tenshin Nasukawa has left the boxing world puzzled.
So much crazy stuff. I got so many different houses. You know, as you guys can see, this is one of my closets. You know, we got bags, we got stuff everywhere. We got this ladder right here where you can take, you know, just you got stuff everywhere. So, you know, you wanna go red bottoms, we can go all.
Former friend turned rival 50 Cent, whose real name is Curtis Jackson, shared strong opinions about the situation on his Instagram page. Meanwhile, other boxing fans went to Twitter suggesting this shows Floyd Mayweather might be running low on money. Everyone expected a comeback, but most assumed it would be against his old rival and Filipino boxing star Manny Pacquiao boxer. The choice to fight Tenshin Nasukawa in a match with rules that haven't been confirmed surprised many people. Also noticed that Mayweather appeared at the Tokyo press conference on Sunday looking a bit messy and without his usual promotion team members like Leonard Ellaby, which stirred discussion on boxing YouTube channels.
We can go all Christian Louboutin. That you guys want to do, whatever you want to do, all from the bottom all the way to the top. So, we got any kind of bag and everything you can name. It's one of my closets.
Some think Floyd Mayweather is taking a different approach with this fight. At the press conference, only the TMT logo appeared behind him. There was no sign of Mayweather Promotions or his longtime US broadcaster Showtime, unlike his usual flashy style. He never mentioned how much he would earn from the Tenshin Nasukawa fight. This led some to wonder if he's acting independently and might urgently need money. One Twitter user suggested that a man who spends $18 million on a watch will always need a steady cash flow. Other fans joined in on Twitter, sharing their own opinions.
I love bringing people into my lifestyle, showing people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
I wouldn't be shocked if Floyd Mayweather's finances aren't as strong as he wants people to think. Lately he seemed eager to set up fights with various opponents. Even a $300 million payday can disappear quickly with the way he spends money. Something about these recent events doesn't feel right. Is he just trying to cash in on his fame while he can? Or are there real issues with his money and taxes? In the end, it will all come to light, and 50 Cent will be ready to share it on Instagram.
Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And I'm pointing like this because we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come
on. A jewelry store also filed a lawsuit against Floyd Mayweather for unpaid debts and breaking contracts, accusing him of fraudulent deals and other financial misconduct. The court papers claimed that Floyd ran an illegal operation with his chief of staff throughout his career. Floyd Mayweather has been famous for two things: his extraordinary boxing skill and his enormous wealth. Known as the richest boxer ever, he spent money extravagantly with cash, yachts, jets, and endless shopping sprees.
Andre Durrell, IBF champion Billy Dip, WBA champion Celestino Calabero. You know, so we brought them over. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo.
All this money managed. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
However, 50 Cent weighed in after Floyd Mayweather started bragging about major real estate investments after his big shopping spree in New York. Floyd appeared on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon during the interview. He made bold claims about his property holdings, saying he wasn't sure of the exact number, but estimated he owns over 100 buildings, with about 99% of them located in New York City.
Yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail. Right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when... But see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
This didn't sit well with 50 Cent, who reacted on Instagram saying, "Oh my God, if it's safe to say, I should say, L. Champ is the richest special student, LMAO." The 2010 Grammy winner didn't stop there, posting again to mock the retired boxing star. Oh, damn. Wait, I think Champ thinks he owns those buildings. They are beating him out of money. He is saying he doesn't know what he owns. Somebody tell Champ he just publicly said he lives in New York. They will come and take 58% of any income he has. He even shared an image of Mayweather dressed as Pinocchio with the long nose, implying that Floyd was lying about his wealth.
Yeah.
This looked like a friendship that was going to last a lifetime. What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
Well, he changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like, as he was actually going in to jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC, there's no seal, it's not incorporated, there's
no over 100 buildings and 99% in New York. LOL. That's Cap Champ. We should slap the hell out of you. Laugh my head off. GLG Greenlight Gang. Let's work, 50 Cent wrote as a caption. 50 and Floyd have a long history, and so does their rivalry. Media outlets have reported multiple clashes between them, making this seem like just another episode of their public feud. However, Rick Glazer later confirmed updates about Mayweather's finances, suggesting there might be some truth to 50 Cent's claim. Still, Floyd is frequently seen spending lavishly on jewelry, watches, cars, and private jets.
Did you and Floyd get into a fight or a shoving match before?
Yeah.
Who won that?
I won every time.
Every time.
Right there. No.
Every time.
Now we had twice. We got into it.
Like a real altercation?
Yeah, like one was with the.
Did he put that shoulder back on you? Because I'm thinking.
Nah. It was more like out of reflex, so like.
Business Insider reported in March 2025 that public property records in New York City show no ownership transfers connected to Floyd Mayweather at the same time. The New York City Housing Partnership said it had no knowledge of any such deals. This suggests Floyd may be in some financial trouble. Though nothing has been officially confirmed, as more information comes out, the situation should become clearer. For now, it raises the question: is Money Mayweather really running low on cash moving? Away from the real estate controversy, Amir Khan criticized Floyd Mayweather for promoting conflict and benefiting from his political stance.
Did 50 Cent knock Mayweather out? No, I didn't knock Floyd out. I should have knocked Floyd out. It's kind of hard to hit Chap. Even when he's standing right in front of you, start moving and with the shoulder block and everything, so it get hard to hit Chap.
Floyd Mayweather has been a vocal supporter of Israel, making several visits to the country, donating money and equipment, and meeting with Israeli leaders and military personnel. He also received the Champion for Israel award from Aisha Torah for his work against anti-Semitism and hate. However, his support has sparked major criticism in December. Mayweather was confronted by a mob in London over his stance on Israel, and the Jewish community witnesses said he had been shopping when someone asked why he supported Israel, and according to the New York Post, he replied that he was proud to do so. Observers added that the attack appeared to be very targeted.
Just where you touched upon the Floyd Mayweather Jr. situation, I don't know how much you spoke about this since you retired, but how close was that fight?
Really close. It was really close that we ended up getting contracts signed. So I ended up getting my side of the contract signed, which was sent by Floyd Mayweather Promotion. And when he come to me, I ended up signing it. And then the worst thing the worst thing I did was to make an announcement that I've signed the contract with Floyd Mayweather.
The incident happened just days after the 15-time world champion launched the Mayweather Israel Initiative, a charity fund to help Israeli orphans. In a recent interview with Poker Firma, Amir Khan criticized Floyd Mayweather's constant need to show off his wealth wherever he goes. Khan said it was sad to see, but he also noted how karma seemed to catch up with him in all these situations.
Look, I would never have got that fight regardless. I think in their head they didn't want to fight me. I was a bad style for Floyd Mayweather, especially after the Alexander fight. The whole world media, ESPN, you name it, everyone was talking about Amir Khan's next fight is going to be Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, obviously, with all the ego he had, he didn't want it. He just obviously wanted to show that he's the A side all the time. He's the guy to pick who he wants. And he went in and fought Maidana twice, even though he did a poll, and twice we won the poll.
Khan pointed out how arrogant Floyd Mayweather was, constantly flaunting his wealth. He said Floyd claimed no one could spend or show money like he does, but with so much poverty in the world, throwing money at strip clubs makes no sense. Khan explained that wealthy people usually flaunt money by investing it wisely, yet Floyd just shows off, acts superior, and spends recklessly. But in the end, karma seemed to catch up with him.
Contract with Floyd Mayweather. You see, now I know how Floyd must have felt. He was the A side then. And I know how it would felt if I was fighting someone and I'm the A side and someone did that. You find it disrespectful. So yeah, I was young then. I was a little bit, I got a little bit excited and said, you know what, I'm gonna announce it. Must have been about 24, 25. But look, it is what it is. That fight never happened, but it was a fight that, look, we have mutual respect for each other.
Khan also claimed that Floyd Mayweather was actually benefiting financially from supporting Israel. When asked how he knew, the former British boxing champion said he has also been offered money for publicly backing Israel. That's all for now. For the latest news, highlights, events, and updates in the boxing world, stay connected by subscribing to our YouTube channel and turning on notifications so you don't miss any content. Until next time, peace.